Oh, hey, we got an angry bird. No, seriously, that's Red from Angry Birds. Because doesn't he have the tuft of hair on top of him? Anyways, welcome back, everyone. And, ladies, gentlemen, any of our non-binary friends, just a piece of advice. Don't eat a decently strong edible like an hour before recording, because then you might ramble on for a while, and stuff like that. Oh hey, I'm a square this time. Do I need to fit in there? They also kind of remind me of Ruby from Steven Universe. Or the Rubies, plural. So we have seen multiple Rubies. Although fans of the show, they say Ruby, they generally mean a specific one. Oh, I don't think I meant that. Sorry. Because we have names for other Rubies like Navy and Leggy, Naval, Eyeball, or whatever. Okay, so there usually is something for... Come on! Come on! Come on. You know, I wouldn't actually mind playing one of the... I know I was talking about it last episode, but... I would not mind playing something like Need for Speed, or Midnight Club, or something like that on channel. You know, the biggest reason I'm hesitant about stuff like that is the soundtracks. Come on. There we go. Okay. That kind of looked like a hat. The tuft of hair. Oh, there was something up there. Oh well. Oh crap. Come on. Okay. Oh, they're just floating. Everything floats down here. I still haven't seen it, either version. I really have no intention of watching, Oh, come on! I was right here. And where was it? Huh? Where was it? I don't really have any intention of watching the Steve Kerr? Is that dude's name? Yeah, right? That doesn't sound right. Is it Jim Curry? The dude from Rocky Horror. Weed Cookie. Nigel Thornberry. What was I getting at, though? Why did I bring him up? Why did I bring him up? Oh, It! The new one, I think it looks pretty dang good. I haven't been going to the movies a lot lately. Like, I'm just finding myself not in movie moods. Generally, because I feel like I have a lot of work to do at home. Not that I dislike, editing. Well, actually, the editing itself can be pretty sucky. But it's not that I dislike making videos, it just can be a little trying at times. And it can be a little much. I mean, I do it because I enjoy it, absolutely. There are some series that... Oh, cool. Right at 10. There are some series that I feel very blah about in the end, but... I don't know. It's not... It's a hit or miss thing, like... Some games just lend better to commentary than others. That's all. And some stuff has more, you know, jokes, like, more editing gags. Like, Pokemon Nuzlocke, for example. Yeah, I don't think I'm spoiling anything by saying this, you know, using past tense, but I really enjoyed it a lot. Like, it was fun to edit. Like, I looked forward to editing that. And yeah, I lost not Viridian, Lavender? The one with the creepy music. You know, the one that supposedly drove kids to, you know, take their own lives. But, you know, that's probably just a rumor. I kinda like their song. Is there much point? Was the point to jump on them? Ah, there we go. He just chatting to himself. I mean, yeah, they all, like, sing constantly, but... I don't know, this dude doesn't even seem like doesn't even seem like he is singing. Just chatting to himself. He's adorable, I love him. I definitely, I said it, I'm sure, in the finale of the Nuzlocke, but, you know, I will do a Nuzlocke again. Not right now, because this isn't a Pokemon channel. Like, I have other interests, too. I'm just gonna give it time. Okay. I'll probably, next time... I don't know for sure which I'll play next. Part of me wants to do, Sapphire. But part of me also kind of wants to do the 3DS remakes for those games later. Gen 3 games. When that time comes, because I do have it. Andy's upstairs making some noise. Like, I don't know how to describe that noise. Like, okay, oh, another snowy level. I guess maybe all levels have a certain progression? Or all worlds, I mean? Like, as far as world types go? So I had probably... Pinball. Just played me some pinball this weekend, because, it's Portland Retro Gaming Expo. They have a whole, like, they have an arcade open. It has a whole bunch of retro consoles. Like, they had a whole bunch of Xboxes, like the original Xboxes, hooked up with Battlefront 2, like, all connected. Like, I think there was, like, yeah, 16 consoles. There was a few different games being played, but yeah, That was, you know, they had that. And a lot of arcade machines, pinball machines. They didn't have the Walking Dead one this year. Which, okay. What was my favorite pinball that I played? Oh, damn it. Not the Twilight Zone one. That one kind of kept... I think the track was... Or the play field was warped. How do I get up there? Oh, come on. No, no, no. No, no. No. Okay, now Andy's just screaming. Yeah, let's get a little bit of speed, I guess. Oh boy, this one's annoying. There we go. There we go. I already forgot what I was doing. Oh, right. Just launching myself at that. Okay, but let's see, what was my favorite arcade machine? Like, I can remember where it was, I just can't remember what it was. Oh, probably my favorite one that I played was the Bram Stoker's Dracula. You know, based on the movie by Francis Ford Coppola? Yeah. I don't know, just I didn't play that many. You know, just usually what was open, and after a certain point in time, the arcade was packed. You couldn't really get on anything. You wanted to be there either really early or probably really late, but I was never a late person. In fact, I always, you know, pieced out early. Never went to the third night, actually. Or third day. Just feeling exhausted. Only picked up 2 games, though. I meant to pick up more, but yeah, I just picked up 2, and they were not expensive ones at all. It was the Jungle Book for SNES, which, you know, I was with my friend, and we're rounding a corner. I'm like, oh, hey, some Super Nintendo games. Oh, yeah, and I played this one as a kid. I look up to see who's selling it. It's like, oh, hey, it's the Gaming Historian. So, yeah, I bought the Jungle Book from the Gaming Historian. Hashtag lame claim to fame. No, not at all. So I was happy to pick that one up. Not a good game by any stretch of the imagination, but it's one that I played as a kid and had a lot of trouble with. So I want to revisit it. Warning, I might actually be worse than when I was a kid, because I used to be able to do better. I used to at least be able to get to the second boss in Super Star Wars. Ever since I've re-owned that game, or owned it again, that has not been a thing that has happened. I never beat that second boss, but I was able to at least get to it. And you're probably thinking, oh, you probably played it on easy mode as a kid. I played it on easy mode as an adult, too. But, you know, gaming has spoiled us. We just don't have the same patience that we used to. And that's not a bad thing. Inherently, I mean, there are many games and game types that would just not be available in past days. But on one hand, it's kind of embarrassing. It's like, damn, 8-year-old me was better at gaming than adult me. And that's probably not true. You sent an 8-year-old Tyler in to an Xbox 360 controller, and I You think I'd be able to use that at 8? No, that was like Super Nintendo... Nintendo 64 era. But I owned a Super Nintendo at that time. Actually, maybe that's the age I got... No, we got the N64 when I was 9, I think. Oh god, and speaking of Super Star Wars and Super Nintendo and all that, so I was saving my money to get a Super Nintendo. And, like, when I was a kid, 7 or whatever, I was doing chores around the neighborhood, trying to earn some money, stuff like that. So my parents, my mom decided, oh, okay, Tyler's done so well, let's just go ahead and pitch in the rest. And, do it and surprise. Do it as a surprise. Okay, I want to kill that thing. If I can... Yeah, let's just move past. And so, I came home from Cub Scouts or whatever. Just... I didn't really enjoy Cub Scouts. Or, Bear Scouts or whatever Scouts. I never moved past Bear. Anyways, gee, I wonder why. Maybe because, trans. But anyways, yeah, I got home from Cub Scouts, and my mom has the Super Nintendo hooked up, and she's like, okay, so, it's like, I got a Super Nintendo and I got you a game. It's like, oh, cool, what game? Well, since you love Star Wars so much, I got you Super Star Wars. So, for the longest time, the only 2 games I owned were Super Star Wars and the Super Game Boy. Did I say games? I meant game and accessory. Oh god, that game sucks. And I do want to eventually play it on this channel, but it's just gonna be embarrassing. Part of me wants to, maybe brush up off screen, but nah. Okay, so I'm just, like, splitting the whale open now. Okay, that's fabulous. Please tell me that one didn't get eaten. Where is it? Okay. Come on. Knock this off. I need to get it. Need to become one. What time did I get started on this? Okay, about 10 more minutes. Here we go again, just cutting it open from the inside. I wanna feel you from the inside. I don't know. Just, that's where my mind went. 9 Inch Nails. Okay, is that 10? Yes, it is. Oh, anyways, the 2 games that I bought from Portland Retro Gaming Expo. The Jungle Book, as I said. SNES. And 2 Extreme for the PlayStation 1. Not a rare game by any means. In fact, I think everybody has it. At least anybody who had a PS1 back in the day. Which I did not. I had the PS2 first. So, I did not have that one. Played it plenty, Again, everybody seemed to own it, so... Anytime I was at a friend's house who had a PS1, that was an available game. Yeah. So, just for the sake of nostalgia, I bought that. I think the biggest reason I didn't buy more games is because So when I left on Saturday, I pretty much knew I wasn't going to go back Sunday. I was exhausted. And I knew my friend wasn't going to go. And it's just like, why use the gas? I mean, yeah, I missed some panels that I wanted to see. But, oh well. Always next time. Hopefully. But yeah, the first night was just arcade. They didn't have anything for sale. The second night, I still had like $14 left unspent out of the $20 I brought. Yes, I know, huge limit. And my friend, she was having a headache, and I didn't want to, you know, push it. I didn't want to be cruel or anything like that, so I knew it. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can leave. I'm totally fine with that. And I was. I absolutely was. But yeah, it's like, I can try to, and I did look around for a small while, but I didn't, not very long. Like, I thought I saw somebody selling a model Genesis 1, or Genesis Model 1 for $10. And I saw there was another note, which meant it wasn't working. But depending what it was, I might have been willing to put in the work, and I would have loved to have a Genesis. But when I went back, it was gone. I do have, you know, like one of those AR games Genesis thing that, you know, it has built-in Genesis games, and also you can use the cartridges. One of those things. The problem with that, however, is that the audio is not quite right. And also there are just some games that won't work on it, which, it's a small list, but it is definitely a list. And of course, no 32X or Sega CD compatibility. Which, despite them both being absolute pieces of crap, I do want to own one eventually. One of each. Or hell, if I could get like one of those all-in-one things, because that used to be a thing, right? Sorry, got interrupted. But yeah, I would like to be able to experience games on those. I can't think of many off the top of my head that I really want to play on those, but why not? You know, why not have it if I could? Oh, and I just took the tabs out from my Super Nintendo so that I can play Japanese games on it. I don't know if I could do European. Maybe. Yeah, if you want to play Japanese games on a not PS2, sorry, Super Nintendo, it's super easy. Obviously, modding a console is not its intended thing. Do not look at me if you fudge up your console. I washed my hands of this. There's just two tabs in there that you can easily just pull off with pliers. And that's pretty much all that keeps the Japanese cartridges out, is those two tabs. Once they're gone, and you might want to sand it down a little bit, especially if you can open it. You know, you might want to, there might be a nub left, you might want to wear that down, but anyways, yeah, bummer. At least it wasn't a dead end without 15. Okay, come on. Alright, that wasn't too far off. So yeah, just remove those two tabs and you're good to go. Which does make me regret not buying any Japanese Super Nintendo games when I was at the convention. But, oh well. What you gonna do? It's not a big deal. So we have time for another level, I think. There are no particular Japanese games that it's like, yes, I need that game. Like, there's nothing that I can think of like that at the moment. But it's nice to have the option. I mean, yeah, now my SNES is a little less pristine, that if I want to sell it, that's... What are up with those nut sacks? Those are nut sacks. Anyways. Yeah, so if I ever wanted to sell it, which I really don't, that is something. But I don't know that it's really that big of a deal. Hell, it might actually be something people look for. You know, just one less thing they have to do. But why wouldn't you want it, you know, at factory specs? I don't know, whatever. I do need to give it a bit of a wash. It does have some yellowing on the front. Nothing too bad, but it is there. Yeah, just something I need to do. I would actually love to open it up and actually, you know, deep clean it, but proprietary tools. What is... Oh. Let's never do that again. Yeah, but, you know, proprietary tools, screws, stuff like that. I did at least take a can of compressed air to the slot. The Jungle Book game I bought is a little beat up. Like, there are places that reprint the stickers, but I don't know that it's worth it. Is that killing me? Okay, can't do that. But, you know, $3 for that game, I feel that, like, that's more than fair. I actually don't know the pricing guide on it, but I feel like I've looked it up before, and it was more. And that was another game that my mom bought. It's like, oh, Tyler should love this. It's like, please stop buying games for me without, you know, asking me first. You know, it sounds spoiled and bratty, but it sucks that when you do have money to spend on a game, you can't spend it wisely on a good one. There are some exceptions. Actually, only one that I can think of off the top of my head. Donkey Kong Country 2. Like, we rented the first Donkey Kong Country, and my mom really enjoyed it. So she basically went out and bought 2. So, I mean, yeah. Go mom in that case, but... yeah. She also bought me a hockey game once, but there's a video store going out, and hockey was kind of the big thing. Kind of, you know, with Mighty Ducks and all that, so... reasonable enough. The Mighty Ducks cartoon series, like, I think I actually liked that as a kid. Jesus Christ, why do I admit that? But... yeah, so she bought me a hockey game, which sports games are a dime a dozen, but wasn't bad. Alright, well, hey, I'm ending this one right here. So, hey, thanks for joining me, everyone. If you like this one, like, comment, subscribe, and take care, everyone. Remember that you are valid. Bye-bye.